Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of AI agents and LLMs,
Oh, yeah.
those large language models
Right.
that you keep hearing about that are changing everything from how we do scientific research to how businesses handle customer service.
Absolutely.
We've got a stack of articles, podcasts, and tech news from just the past few days. And let me tell you,
Yeah.
the progress in this field is happening at lightning speed.
It really is remarkable. There's so much happening so quickly.
Our mission today is to break down these advancements for you. We want to give you a clear picture of what's going on and help you understand what it all might mean, both for you now and in the future.
Right.
So let's start with the basics. What exactly are AI agents?
So at their core, AI agents are software programs that are designed to perform tasks autonomously. But what makes them so revolutionary is their ability to understand and interact in a way that's similar to how humans think and communicate.
Okay.
We're moving beyond single AI models to these multi-agent systems that can collaborate and problem solve in ways we've never seen before.
So it's like having a team of super smart digital assistants working together.
That's a great analogy.
Okay.
And one of the most impressive examples of this is Google's AI co-scientist.
Right.
It's designed to work as a research partner, generating hypotheses and even suggesting experiments. It's already being used to make breakthroughs in drug repurposing treatment discovery and research on antimicrobial resistance.
Wow. So it's not just about making things easier.
Right.
It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in scientific research.
Absolutely. And the potential of AI agents extends far beyond the lab. Think about customer service, for example. Companies like Cohere are building AI agents that can handle customer queries and provide support,
Oh, wow.
potentially streamlining the whole experience for both businesses and customers.
And I read that the Prozis Group is testing voice AI agents for ordering food in Brazil.
Oh, interesting.
That sounds like a real-world test of how well these agents can handle complex interaction.
It is, and it highlights some of the challenges that come with implementing these agents.
Okay.
To be truly effective, they need to be accurate, safe, and able to scale to handle large volumes of interactions, especially in busy enterprise environments.
That makes sense. You need to be confident that these agents will perform reliably and won't create new problems.
Right.
Now, we've been talking about AI agents, but where do LLMs, these large language models,
Sure.
fit into all of this?
Well, many of these AI agents actually rely on LLMs for their functionality.
Okay.
An LLM is a type of AI system that's trained on massive amounts of data to understand and generate human-like text.
Got it.
They're the brains behind a lot of the impressive capabilities we're seeing in AI agents.
So LLMs are like the language engine that allows these agents to communicate and understand complex instructions.
Exactly, and the advancements in LLM technology are happening at an incredible pace. For example, OpenAI is moving away from Microsoft to SoftBank for its computing needs,
Wow.
indicating the massive scale and resources required for future development. And we're seeing new players emerge like DeepSeek, a Chinese startup that's developed a model called R1, which is seen as a direct competitor to OpenAI's offerings.
It sounds like there's a real race to develop the most advanced LLMs. What are some of the key things researchers are focusing on?
One major area of focus is efficiency. Training these massive LLMs requires a huge amount of computing power.
Right.
So researchers are constantly looking for ways to optimize the process. For example, Moonshot AI and UCLA researchers are developing new methods to train these LLMs more efficiently,
Okay.
which could lead to faster progress and even more powerful models.
That's fascinating. It seems like every week there's news of some groundbreaking discovery or development in this field.
Right.
But I also know that there are concerns about the potential downsides of these technologies. What are some of the things we should be thinking about as LLMs become more powerful?
One of the biggest challenges with LLMs is their tendency to generate incorrect information, sometimes referred to as hallucinations.
Oh, right.
It's a reminder that these models, while incredibly advanced, are still under development and need to be used carefully and critically.
So it's not about blindly trusting the output of these models,
Right.
but about understanding their limitations and using them as tools to enhance our own knowledge and capabilities.
Exactly. And another area of ongoing research is focused on improving the way LLMs process and retain information. Researchers have discovered components within these models called temporal heads, which are responsible for processing time-dependent information.
Okay.
Essentially, they allow AI to remember and update its knowledge over time.
That's amazing. So instead of needing to be retrained from scratch, these models could potentially learn and adapt as they encounter new information, just like humans do.
That's the idea. And if this technology continues to develop, the implications are huge. Imagine an AI agent that can learn from its interactions and constantly improve its performance.
Wow.
The possibilities are almost limitless.
It sounds like we're on the verge of some truly transformative changes.
Mm-hmm.
But I also imagine that there are ethical considerations that come with this level of AI development.
Yeah.
What are some of the things we need to be thinking about as these technologies become more integrated into our lives?
That's an important point. As with any powerful technology, we need to be mindful of the potential implications, both positive and negative,
Yeah,
and we need to make sure that these technologies are developed and used responsibly. One area where we're seeing some debate is around intellectual property,
right.
especially with the ability of AI to generate creative content.
That's right. I've read about concerns from authors and musicians
Yeah.
who are worried about AI being used to create work that's similar to their own, potentially impacting their livelihoods.
It's a valid concern. There's a lot of discussion about how copyright laws apply to content generated by AI
Right.
and how to ensure that creators' rights are protected in this evolving landscape.
It's a complex issue and one that we'll need to figure out as AI becomes more sophisticated. But for now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about how AI is already being used in various industries.
Okay.
It's not just a future possibility, it's happening right now, and it's transforming the way we work and live.
Absolutely. We're seeing the impact of AI across a wide range of fields. Take journalism, for instance. The New York Times has developed an AI system called Echo
Uh-huh.
that's designed to assist reporters with tasks like research data analysis and even writing.
So instead of replacing journalists, AI is actually being used to make them more efficient and effective.
Exactly. It can help journalists sift through vast amounts of information quickly and identify key insights,
Okay.
freeing them up to focus on the more creative and political aspects of their work.
And it's not just about making things easier. I read about how researchers use Google's AI to solve a 10-year-old superbug mystery in just 48 hours. That's incredible.
It really highlights the potential of AI to accelerate scientific discovery and solve complex problems, and we're seeing similar applications in healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
There are parenting apps like Riley that use AI to offer personalized advice and support, almost like having a virtual parenting coach in your pocket.
That's fascinating. It seems like there's so much potential for AI to improve our lives in practical ways, but I also wonder about the potential for unintended consequences.
Right.
For example, I've read about schools using AI well-being companions to provide mental health support to students.
Yeah.
It makes me think about the role of human connection and whether AI can truly replace that.
That's a valid concern. While AI can certainly be a valuable tool for providing information and support, it's important to remember that it's not a substitute for human interaction and empathy. There are certain things that only humans can provide, especially when it comes to emotional support and understanding.
That makes sense. It's all about finding the right balance and using AI to complement human capabilities, not replace them entirely.
Precisely. And while we're on the topic of different industries, we can't forget about the impact of AI on the world of fashion. Did you know that AI is being used to create digital versions of human models?
I did hear about that. It seems like a pretty big shift for the modeling industry.
It is. These AI models can be customized to fit different brands and campaigns. They can even be used to create virtual fashion shows,
Oh, wow.
which opens up a lot of creative possibilities.
It sounds like AI is changing the game in a lot of industries. And speaking of games, what about the impact of AI on the world of gaming? I've heard about Microsoft's Muse AI and how it's being used to help game developers.
Yes, Muse AI is an ambitious project that aims to revolutionize game development. The idea is to provide developers with powerful AI tools to create more immersive and engaging gaming experiences. Imagine games that are more realistic, dynamic, and personalized than ever before.
That sounds amazing. It seems like with AI, the possibilities are practically limitless.
They really are, and one of the most exciting things about AI is that it's becoming more accessible.
Right.
It's being integrated into everyday tools and applications, making it easier for people to harness its power.
So it's not just something that's happening in research labs and tech companies. It's something that's starting to touch all of our lives in meaningful ways.
Exactly, and as we continue to develop and integrate AI into our world, it's important to approach it thoughtfully and responsibly. We need to consider the potential benefits and challenges and work together to shape a future where AI is used for good.
It's definitely a lot to think about. And that brings us back to you, the listener.
Right.
What are your thoughts on all of this? What aspects of this AI revolution are you most excited about?
Yeah.
And are there any that give you pause?
It's a good time to take stock and consider what it all means for each of us individually after all these developments have the potential to impact our lives in profound ways.
Absolutely. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the information, don't worry, that's completely understandable. This is a complex and rapidly evolving field. But we've got you covered. We've included links to all the articles and resources we've mentioned in this deep dive
Right.
in the show notes, so you can take your time, explore the topics that pique your interest,
Yeah.
and go deeper at your own pace.
And if you're really keen on learning more and maybe even getting some hands-on experience with these technologies, you might want to check out ODSC East 2025.
Okay?
It's one of the leading AI conferences in the world, and it's happening this May. You can attend in person or virtually.
Oh, cool.
And either way, you'll have the chance to hear from experts, learn about the latest advancements, and connect with others who are passionate about AI.
That's a great tip. Sometimes the best way to understand something is to just dive in and experience it firsthand.
Exactly. And to bring it all back to our conversation today, remember that LLMs and AI agents are incredibly powerful tools.
Hmm.
They have the potential to revolutionize everything from scientific research to how we interact with the world around us, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible.
This deep dive has really highlighted how rapidly things are changing. It's both exciting and a little bit daunting to think about what the future holds.
It is, but the key is to approach it with a sense of curiosity and a willingness to learn and adapt. AI is here to stay, and it's up to all of us to learn how to use it wisely and responsibly.
That's a great note to end on. So to all our listeners, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and stay engaged with this incredible technological revolution that's unfolding all around us.
Because the future of AI is being shaped right now, and it's a future that we all have a part in creating.
Well said. Until next time, keep diving deep.